create a driving lane.
Bradley at 69% at the free throw line this year. And the first one spins out of there. Our NBA Friday doubleheader coming off the All-Star break. The Bucks hosting Jimmy Buckets and the Heat at 7:30 Eastern Time. And then it's KD and the new look Suns hosting Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Thunder. Coverage tipping off with NBA Countdown at 7. 1 for 2, back to a tie ball game. 66 all, 5-second differential.
See right there, they're going to deny Meach Johnson the ball back right there.
Do you want a timeout here?
Right now, I think Coach Paris is going to play. He's going to read advantage, disadvantage. If they can get an advantage situation, they will. Here's the ball screen so high up, it gives them a chance to turn the corner. Good job.
Right. Pull up from 17. Gamecocks on top by 2. And a timeout by Alabama. Tonight, the story has been Gigi and Michi. Here come the Tide. They do have 2 timeouts.
Here's the pin down for Miller right on the right-hand side of the screen. In the middle of the floor, they'll set a ball screen. Oh, that's a good play.
Miller takes it strong. Miller with the left off the window. Tie ball game.
Got him the ball in the middle of the floor. He can finish either way.
Jackson for the win. We're headed to overtime. Brandon Miller, 35 points, one off his career high.
They just set a little pin down for him, got him the ball in the middle of the floor. Obviously, in the middle of the floor, you can't help off of those corners. You're going to give up a 3. He does a great job of ripping it and driving it downhill with his left hand. I'm going to call you the shot doctor.
Available upon request. Sears and Bradley playing catch up top. You've got Miller in the right corner at the bottom of your screen. And instead, it's going to be a blow by and an easy take to the basket by Bradley.
Nice job of Bradley rejecting the screen. They're stepping out so hard on those ball screens. If you can get the defender leaning, you can reject it and get to the rim.
10 ties, 9 lead changes in this game. Jackson in trouble, and Bediako didn't mean to, but he did. So 3rd foul on Bediako. Another chance at the line for Josh Gray, and another 1-and-1 as it's the 9th team foul.
The thing about putting Bradley in a ball screen on the side of the floor is that if you have to stay home on the corner, on the left corner. So if he rejects it, you see right there, you can't leave the shooter in the corner. Jackson, he's either got to stop the ball and force the kick out, but he's in between. He's got to be much more active. You got to at least, maybe you can. Where were you?
I didn't say anything.
Where were you when you needed it?
Well, you were talking. I didn't want to interrupt you, Coach.
Interrupt me. I mean,
I would never think of doing such a thing. You were on a roll.
Oh, believe me, you can. Everyone in my family does.
That looked more like a career 42% free throw shooter.
Well, I mean, I don't want to say anything, but, you know, you didn't power the guy.
I dropped the ball on that one. Let's see if Alabama avoids dropping the ball on this possession under 3 minutes to play. Miller surveys, wants a ball screen, gets one from Bediako. Miller, beautiful, just gliding his way, and that is a new career high for Brandon Miller, 37 points tonight.
And playing off of 2 feet. The key to that play was coming to a stop, playing off of 2 feet, and having eyes on the rim.
Jackson rifles it to Gray. Gray couldn't handle it, and it'll be a turnover to Alabama. If you're G.G. Jackson, would you be better suited taking that? Clowney on a 2-hand slam the other way.
I call that the pass was the eyes of the receiver. And in that situation, can Gray make that catch in traffic?
6-0 run for Alabama here in the overtime session. Johnson running into a wall provided by Bradley. Bradley not giving an inch. Now right between the eyes of Sears. Tough shot.
Man, he's been good. Good job of Wright continuing to work hard to give Meach Johnson a passing lane and an outlet.
16 points for Jacoby Wright, the sophomore. Sears around the screen. Again, you got Miller on the wing. Instead, it'll be Clowney with 7 on the shot clock. Clowney takes it strong, rejected by Gray. 2-point game under 90 seconds to play in overtime.
It's like two prize fighters right now.
Really is.
And the guys are standing toe-to-toe, competing at a high level, executing at a high level. Got a mismatch with Sears on Gigi Jackson. He's got to get to the offensive glass.
Tough shot by Wright. He gets the bounce, the toilet bowl, and the flush. Eight of the last 10 Gamecock points provided by Jacoby Wright. Miller trying to break our 11th tie of the game. Takes it in and gets it to drop 39 for the freshman phenom, Brandon Miller.
So patient at 6'9", so patient using his size.
I think we could all use a timeout. Lamont Paris will call one. Let's catch our breath with 29.4 to play. And Alabama up by 2. Brandon Miller has played 42 minutes in this game, has 39 points and 8 rebounds.
The thing that makes Brandon Miller so good is he's always on balance and he's extremely patient. Watch, comes up the dribble, handoff, creates space, gets that little bump. Watch, rhythm dribble. Uses the shot fake, collects himself, gets his feet underneath him.
4.
Now watch this pin down on the left-hand side of your screen with Jackson and Michi. There it is.
Right on the wing, guarded by Burnett. Back to Michi. Michi on the drive, gets it to go. Great ATO execution. Shot clock off. Alabama will try to win it with one more here in OT. Miller guarded by Gigi, two of the most highly touted freshmen in the country this year. Miller with 3. Miller to the rim. Miller with the left hand. And with .8, Zachary Davis just threw it into front court with nobody there. The referee's blowing the whistle and going to have to discuss it.
Anyone going towards the basket where Michi Johnson is going towards the baseline, you let him go. You've got to stay between the ball and the basket and not foul. Here it comes.
He can
They're going to
roll.
go right back to Michi for... No.
Wait a minute, the buzzer went off before. That's going to have to be redone. Somebody had a little bit premature there.
That's not supposed to happen at home.
No.
That thing. He's going to have to go deep and try to catch it and just touch it in.
Davis will be the inbounder.
Watch him curled over to going to our left. There it is.
It comes into Michi. This will be good if it goes. And it hits the rim and rattles off. Michi Johnson almost capped off a memorable night with what would have been a memorable shot in Gamecock history.
Wow.
Unbelievable game tonight. I mean, everything.